Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be making this beautiful basque gathered waistline dress. My name is Ibezimako Blessing and I'm the creative director of B Stitches Designs, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're new to the channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button, like and comment. So here is my own version of the outfit, very beautiful. So we'll be going right into the tutorial. So you're going to be folding your fabric into two. Then first of all, we are going to be cutting the upper part. So we are going to be getting your shoulder to your half length, and mine is 17 inches. Shoulder to half length, mine is 17 inches. So the next thing that we're going to be doing, we are going to be getting the neck width. I used 3.5 inches, and for the neck depth I used 4 inches. So this is depending on who you're making the dress for. Then the next, I'll be getting my shoulder measurement, which is 16 divided by 2, that is 8 inches. And then the armhole depth, I'll be using 9.5 inches. Slant your shoulder by 1 inch. Then you're going to be putting your bust measurement divided by 4. So the bust measurement we are using here is 40 inches divided by 41 inches divided by 4. And then place your measurement. They add 2 inches sewing allowance. Then on the down part, you're going to be adding your underbust measurement divided by 4, round underbust measurement divided by 4. So that is 36 inches. And then you'll be adding your 2.5 inches allowance. I used 2.5 inches because of the dart. Then you curve your armhole. Create your neck, round neck, and then you cut. Cut. So when we are done cutting the front part, we move right into cutting the back part. Now the back part, you just place your front piece on the back, then you get your neck, which is depth of 1.5 inches, then you curve and then cut. Remember, your zip allowance will be 1.5 inches, or you can use 2 inches, but I like using 1.5 inches. Then you cut. After cutting out, you open your zipper allowance. So that is it for the back. Then the next thing we are going to be doing, we are going to be getting that roundness at the front of the dress. I don't know what to call it, but there's this round effect at the front of the dress that has a rope. So I came down by 2.5 inches and I created that round effect and cut it off. So look at how it's looking, guys. It's very beautiful. Wait, let me put it on the... Okay, can you see? It's very beautiful. So that is it for the upper part of the dress. That is it for the upper part of the dress. So next we'll be going right into cutting the basque area of the dress. So remember we stopped at 17 inches for the upper part. So for the basque area, we're also going to start from that 17 inches to wherever we want our basque to reach. So I used 28 inches. Can you see? So starting from 17 inches to 28 inches. So next thing we are going to be placing our waistline, shoulder to waistline, and then we are going to be getting the waist to hip. So the next thing is to divide our underbust measurement by 4. That is 36 inches, and we are going to place on the half length line, and then 2.5 inches allowance. So we are going to be coming down to place our hip measurement divided by 4, and then 2 inches allowance. Then we are going to connect. So this is it for the front part. Next is to cut out. You cut the front part out. So after cutting, you're going to notch the center of the dress, of the down part, sorry. You're going to notch the center. Then you're also going to place to get the back piece. You're also going to place to get the back piece, having your 1.5 inches zip allowance. Sorry guys, I didn't know this part was not showing, but I trust you guys know what I did here. I placed the front piece to get the back piece with having my 1.5 inches zipper allowance, nothing more. So I cut off. Cut off. Then split my zipper allowance open. Can you see the zipper allowance? Then mark that upper part. Also notch the back piece. Then remember, this is a basque effect waistline, so I had to create my basque effect. And remember, this basque effect is not really the pointed basque, so it's the curvy basque. So you're going to curve your basque. I came up by 3 inches by the side to achieve that. So you cut off. So you cut it off, and then we are done with this down part. So the next thing to get is the sleeve. The next thing is to get is the sleeve. Remember, the sleeve is a puff, is a long puff sleeve, not really long, I think elbow length, and it's a puff sleeve. So you fold your fabric into 4 places, so you'll be able to get two sleeves. So you get your sleeve length, I used 18 inches. The 18 inches is plus the folding at the down part. Then you just carve out your sleeve in such a way that you can get enough pleat at the upper part to create your curve, and also you make it in such a way that the down part will also give you enough foldings. So you cut it out. You cut out your sleeve. Remember, we are cutting the two sleeves at once. We are cutting the two sleeves at once. If you have stayed up to this moment in this video, you're really interested in what we are doing here, please don't forget to subscribe so you'll be getting notifications on our subsequent videos. Also drop your comments via the comment section. Also don't forget to like this video. So we are done with the sleeves. Next off, we'll be going into the gathers. We'll be going into cutting the gathers. So we are going to be folding our dress. Now we have to fold as much as possible. As you're folding, please be checking. And then next is to get the length of our dress. Remember, we stopped at 28 inches, so we are going to continue from 28 inches to get the full length of the dress. So you cut. Remember, we stopped at 30 inches for the down part of this dress, so we are going to complete it 30 inches, from 30 inches to 42 inches. That is the complete length of the dress. So you're going to cut out you're going to cut it out. So this part is going to serve as the gather. This part you're going to use for gather. That is why you're going to fold as much as possible. So I intend to use 3 yards for the gathers. So my folding, after folding, I'm going to measure, and I will make sure that it will be 3 yards. So, and that will lead me to go to cutting another piece for the gathers, because this will not be up to 3 yards. I think this is 2 yards. So I'm going to cut another piece for the gathers. So here I'm trying to like get another piece for the gathers so that it will be enough. It will be up to 3 yards so that my gathers will be full enough. So that my gathers will be full enough. Can you see? So I'm trying to cut another one using that same measurement I used for this previous one we just cut out. Please guys, do not forget to hit on that subscribe button. Do not forget to hit on that subscribe button. Also comment, like. You can also share the video. So this is it. We are done with the cutting part. We are done with this cutting part. So the next is to cut the facing for the upper part. The next is to cut the facing. So for this facing, if you have enough fabric, you can cut the exact up, like you can cut the exact pieces and then use one as lining and one as main fabric. Or if you want to use lining, you can use lining and cut the exact piece with lining, so that you can use it to turn the top. But as for me, I am cutting half facing. The facing will be half. The facing will be half. So it's going to end somewhere at the bust area. So it depends on how much fabric you have, or whether you have lining to cut your to line your dress. So can you see the facing is half? So this is it for the front part of the dress. So for the back part, I'm also going to cut the facing. I'm also going to cut the facing for the back part. Can you see? So here I'm cutting the facing for the back part. So we are done cutting the facing. Split the facing. So we are done. I think we are done with everything cutting. So we'll be moving right into sewing the dress. So first off, I will start off by sewing the sleeve. I'll start off by folding the sleeve, so I can you see I folded the sleeve. You fold it in such a way that it's going to accommodate a half-inch elastic, because they will be putting elastic on the sleeve because it's a puff sleeve. The sleeve is a puff sleeve, so we'll be putting elastic. So you make your folding to be enough to accommodate a half-inch elastic. Can you see? So you also do the same for the other sleeve. You also do the same for the second sleeve. Remember your folding so it can accommodate a half-inch elastic. So when you're done folding, you are going to insert your half-inch elastic. You're going to use a safety pin to insert the elastic. Can you see? You use your safety pin. Can you see the way I did it? Then you insert your elastic and you push all the way to the other end of the sleeve. You push all the way to the other end of the sleeve. Can you see? Then you stitch that end. Then after doing that, you adjust your elastic to accommodate whatever your round sleeve is, and then you also stitch the other end. So that is it for the puff sleeve. Can you see? So you also do the same for the second sleeve. So next you move to sewing that down part that has the basque effect. So I'm trying to mark out my darts, and I'm using 4.5 by 5 inches as that. Now your darts, you determine what you use for your dart according to the person's bust span. So for the back area, I'm using 6.5 by 5 inches for that. Can you see? 6.5 by 5 inches from the center of the dress. That is where you're measuring from from the center of the dress, that is from the zipper side. That is where you're measuring from, 6.5 by 5 inches. Then you sew your dart. You sew your dart. You sew your dart. So guys, what do you think about this tutorial? Do you think it deserves a thumbs up? Please, if you think it deserves a thumbs up, please kindly give me a thumbs up, guys. So this is it. We are done with the dart. So the next is to close this down part, this area. First of all, I'm going to use pins to hold down that zipper line. I'm going to use pins to hold down that zipper line. Depends on the allowance you use for the zipper allowance, whether you used 1.5 or you use 2 inches. You are going to use pin to close down those lines so that you can close your dress. I'm sorry guys, my fan was really disturbing me here, so I had to like go and turn the fan to another direction. It was really disturbing me. So you place your waist measurement, and then your waist measurement divide by 2. You place it, and then you divide the remaining inches. So you run it down. You run it down. Can you see? So you're going to repeat the same for the other side. You're going to repeat the same for the other side of the piece. Can you see? You run it down. Please make sure you close with accurate measurements so you don't have to start amending after you have finished sewing. So this is it. This is ready. So at this point, I'm going to remove I'm going to join those gathers. Can you see? I'm going to join them to get one piece. You're going to join them to get one piece for your gathers. You join them to get one piece for your gathers. Can you see? So after joining, you're going to be folding the down part, like the part that you're going to be using for the down part. You're going to fold it tiny foldings, very small foldings. Now I understand some people like weaving this part, but I really don't like weaving a down part of the dress, so I prefer this tiny folding. So you're going to fold these tiny foldings. Fold. Can you see the folding? Very tiny and fine. So fold all the way down. Fold all the way down, all the way down. So guys, I would like to hear your honest thoughts about this channel. What do you think about this channel? Do you think we are getting it right? Is there anything you think we are doing that it's not right? Or do you have any special questions you want to ask? You can contact me via my phone number. You can call or you can WhatsApp. Do you want to attend my physical class? Do you want to learn physically from B Stitches Designs? You can also write me on WhatsApp. We are located in Enugu State, Nigeria, and we also take physical classes. Please also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. Don't forget to drop your comments via the comment section. Don't also forget to share this video, and also you can go back and check out our previous videos. We have so many interesting things to show you. So here we are done folding the down part of this dress. We're done folding, so it's time to gather on the dress. So we are going to gather directly on this basque effect. We are going to gather directly on the basque effect. So can you see the way I'm doing it? I'm gathering directly on the basque effect. Now there are so many ways of making gathers. Is either you sew with your machine. I think there are footers for sewing gathers, and you can also sew on your machine. You can loosen your stitch length of the machine to the biggest stitch length, then sew and then gather. But I decided to gather directly on this dress so as to make it easier, and I think gathering directly is very beautiful, especially if you have enough fabric to do that. So I am making the gathers all the way. Remember, I removed those pins and I started from one end of that zipper side, and I'm going to end it at the other end of the zipper side. So gather all the way down, all the way down, gather all the way down to the other side of the zipper. Gather all the way down, gather all the way down to the other side of the zipper. Gather all the way down. Can you see? It's looking beautiful already. It's looking beautiful already. You gather all the way down, all the way down. Gather all the way down. Can you see? We are almost done. Gather all the way down. Can you see? Can you see? We are almost done with the gathers. We are almost done. So we are almost done with the gathers. Almost done with the gathers. Okay, so this is it. Looking very fine. So next we are going to, okay, can you see? I wanted to show you once more. Okay, we are going straight into sewing the upper part. Now the down part is ready, so we are going straight into sewing the upper part. So I'm starting off with turning the neck of the back part. Turn the neck of the back part. Also do the same for this. Then notch the neck so that when you iron, it's relaxed. Can you see? You notch. So you are taking that straight to the iron table. So the next we are going to be turning this front part. Now remember that this outfit has a rope, so I'm going to quickly cut the rope or the strap for this outfit. I forgot to cut it when we were cutting the dress, so I'll quickly cut. So I cut out 1.5 inches, which I'll be using for the rope, and it has to be in two places. Then I'm going to fold this way. Can you see the way I'm folding? So I are going to fold and you are going to sew. Can you see the way I'm folding it in? Then you sew. You see? You fold it in, then you sew. So I'm going to use this for that rope on the front part of the dress. I'm going to use it for that rope on the front part of the dress. So, and it has to be two. So this is the second one. You fold, you fold, fold, can you see? You fold. I'm done folding. So after which I'll trim. I think it's too long, so I'm going to trim off a little bit. Sorry, my ring light went off and I had to put it back. So now we are going to sew the rope. Can you see where I sewed it? Can you see? After sewing the rope, then you now turn with your facing. After sewing the rope, then you now turn with your facing. You place your facing and then you sew. You sew. Can you see? you sew. So after sewing the facing, the next thing you're going to do, you're going to notch what you just sewed, so that when you turn the lining, it's going to be relaxed, and when you iron, it's going to be relaxed. So you're going to notch. So that is what I'm doing. I'm notching. Please make sure you don't rip your seams while notching. Make sure you don't rip your seam while notching. So can you see it is looking beautiful already? Can you see it's very fine already? So we're going to take to the table to iron. And here we are done ironing. This is the back part. So the next is to draft out the dart. So I'm going to draft out my dart. Remember, 6.5 inches was what I used for 6.5 inches was what I used for the down part. So you're going to also use 6.5 inches, so that your dart is going to rhyme with the down part. So I use 6.5 by 9 inches for this back, upper part of the back. I use 6.5 by 9 inches for this upper part of the back. So we are also going to do the same for the other piece for the back, 6.5 by 9 inches. And so that is it for the back piece. So the next you're going to be sewing is the dart for the front. Okay, so I'll also use pin to hold on this back the way I did for that down part. If you guys remember, the way I did for that down part. So you'll use pin to hold on, depending on how many inches you used for your zipper allowance while cutting. So this is the front part. We've ironed it. Can you see how beautiful it is looking? It is already giving. So the next is to draft the dart for this front part, and remember we use 4.5 inches as the width for the down part. So we're also going to use 4.5 inches by 4 inches. Sorry, I lost that clip, but we'll also go ahead. I already sewed the dart for the front, and then I'm turning the neck, the shoulder, the front and back shoulder. I guess you guys can still remember the way we turn shoulder. So this is it. You also turn the shoulder for the other side. Can you see? So you sew the shoulder, and that is it for the shoulder. So next, can you see the shoulder? It's already looking beautiful. So next is going to be the sleeve. I'm going to start from one end to the center, but I'm not going to like get to the center. I'll give it like 2.5 inches to the center, and I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to pleat. Can you see? When you get to like 2.5 inches from the center, you're going to stop, and then you're going to like pleat the remaining material or the sleeves. So as you're pleating, please make sure it's on the center. Please make sure the amount of pleat you have on this side is also the same amount of pleat you have on the other side, so that your pleat does not go one side, so that your pleat is in order. I don't know if you understand, guys, but I hope you do. So this is it for the sleeve. So this is it for the second sleeve. You're also going to do the same. You start from one end, and you sew up to 2.5 inches before the center. Then you go and start from the other end and also do the same. Then you pleat. Can you see? Can you see where I stopped? So, and I'm also going to start from this other end to sew, and then when you get to 2.5 inches, you are going to stop, and then you're going to pleat. Can you see I'm pleating already? Can you see? You pleat. So next is to close. You are going to start from the sleeves to close. Can you see when you get to the bust area, you mark out your bust measurement divided by 2, and then the down part you mark out your waist measurement divided by 2, and then you go ahead and round down. Same with the other side. You're going to do the same with this side. And then run down. Can you see? So next, you're going to be removing those pins at the back of the dress so that you can join the upper part and the down part. As you can see, our outfit is 95% ready. So you are going to join the down part and the upper part. Now you're going to notch the center. So you're going to start sewing from the center. You're going to start sewing from that notch. You're going to place the notched upper part and the notched down part, and you are going to start from there to sew. You're going to sew from this center to one side, and then you come back and start from the center to the other side. So guys, tell me, why have you not subscribed up to this moment? Did you not enjoy this video? Please kindly subscribe. I know you would like to see more of videos like this, so please don't hesitate to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, drop your comments, and also share. So we are almost done with our dress. In fact, we are done with our dress. So the next is to put our zip, and voila, our dress is ready. So to put our zip, we are going to use the zip to measure where our zip will stop. We are going to use the zip to measure where our zip will stop. We are going with a 24 inches zip. Then from where our zip will stop, we are going to close it to all the way down. And then we are going to sew our zip. You're going to place your zip and sew it. So there is this hack I normally use to sew my zip, especially for stretchy materials. So I use a gum stay. I place the gum stay on the dress, under the dress, like to to face the down part of the machine, and then I sew, and then I place my zip. You can pin the zips before sewing. So let me show you that hack. Can you see my gums there? I placed it under. Can you see? That is at the back of the fabric, and then I will place my zip. This hack has been saving lives since 1901. So why I use this hack is because I wouldn't like, after sewing my zip, I wouldn't like my zip to be dancing. I know you guys understand that phrase. I don't like my zip to be dancing. I would like my zip to stay put. I would like my zip to be stiff. So I don't like it to be dancing. So that is why I use a gum stay to sew my zip, especially on a material that has the tendency to stretch. Any material that has the tendency to stretch will always um make your zip to dance. So because I wouldn't want that, I normally place gum stay under before I sew my zip. So I think my zip is ready. Okay, I really did one side. So for the other side, can you see? I also placed the gum stay. I never play with this hack because I would like my zip to be straight and not dancing. So can you see, we are almost done. At this point we are 98% ready with our dress, and I bet you can't wait to see what it looks like. So here our zip is ready. We are ready. So can you see? Can you see? Can you see? And then stitch. So I'm going to like bend my zips, the upper part of the zips. So you're going to bend it and stitch. I'm going to bend it and stitch. And of course, after that, our dress is ready. So can you see the beautiful dress? Tell us in the comment section what you think about this dress, and please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and see you next time on this channel. We promise to keep giving interesting tutorials on beautiful outfits. Thank you very much, and see you.